This one came out slightly short, about 0.5 mil, but who cares? Yep. Good morning. Wakey, wakey. Come on. Morning. Today is Saturday. And we get the whole day to spend on the 14. Finally. Now, I think I'm gonna reassemble the rear brakes. I want the whole chassis done first, and then there are a couple of things I have to adjust on the back suspensions, and that's it. Now, I had to notch a little bit of the chassis, like here, just a tiny bit, nothing much, because this arm is actually, you see, I got all the orange arms. All these orange arms are from Driftworks back in the day when I bought everything. This one is a job speed one. And the reason I have this one, because when I used to sponsor Martin Richards and I've built his R33, which he used to compete in Europe for me, well, for him, for us, because we used to work together. I remember I've modified the subframe on his car to make it as low as possible, but still maintaining a good geometry, a good roll center. So this arm on his chassis was still touching even if we notched it. So I remember I gave him my Driftworks arm because it is different geometry. This is kind of like a going up and down, and then plus this is much bigger diameter. So the Driftworks ones, they clear the chassis with the notch. Now my subframe is actually in a standard position on the chassis, so I don't have to do it. This should clear enough, so I should be alright with this. And also another thing, these bits are missing inside, these ones here. I thought this will go in because I have some spare ones, but not, is a different diameter. I think these ones are actually from inside there, so it's different. It's okay on the diameter inside, but OD is different, so I have to put it on the mill and mill it down. However, I only got one of these, so I'm not really sure if it's worth it or if I can find some. Oh! Look what Steve does. Ask his tailpipes. I don't know how he's gonna do it, but you know, it looks cool. This is actually from the jet engine, from the jet fighter. Now, if I can find, I had some aluminium. Hold on, I think it's actually somewhere there. Oh Christ, it's a bit tight here. Mess again. Oh, look at this. Look at this beauty. You know what? Look at that. This will sweet, because I have to make them slightly smaller diameter than this, so I can drill the hole exactly what I need and machine the outside diameter. So yeah, this will do me. There you go. This one came out slightly short, about 0.5 mil, but who cares? This is not a precision work anyway, so it doesn't have to be spot on, it just has to be good enough. That's it. We got the back done. Oh. Alright people, so we got a new bottle of gas with argon. I just ran out yesterday while doing my plenum on the Silvia on the om606 engine, because I had to modify. That's supposed to make it dual chamber, like an equal flow plenum, but you know what, I can't be bothered. It's taking too much time, and the big dog in that van, beautiful. And yeah, I just don't have a time for it. I want it back on the road as soon as possible, and dual plenum is gonna take me like a day or two building it. The one I've done now, it took me, I don't know, an hour maybe. So that's good, but I don't know, the gas for argon. I just picked up from a friend of mine, which I get the gas from him for the last 10 years. So I like staying local. I like to be loyal to people, you know, who's loyal to me. And I moved the workshop, so I'm far away from him, but I still, you know, in the morning just get to him, pick up my bottle, and then go to the workshop, even if I have to spend extra time. Hear that? Beautiful. I love this sound. So yeah, that's why I'm using the van these days, because I'm transporting a lot of stuff. You see me yesterday, I picked up those turbos. Today, the gas bottle. None of this will fit in MR2 because MR2 is tiny. It's a big go-kart and a small car, so I have to use the van. Oh, what a shame. If I really had to, you know, I use it. I love to use it, so it's just an excuse. So we're back. Yeah, I just lowered the car down. The ramp is very slow because it's winter, it's very cold, as you can see from my dirty clothes, like 2 of them. So the oil inside the ramp is very thick and the car is light, it takes ages to drop down. However, I was saying, I'm not really sure about this car, because I've made a decision to put this engine in, because I had the chassis, I had with the car without the engine inside, because I decided to sell it because it was sitting in that corner doing nothing for years. I said, you know what, I just got this engine in, throw it in, put the bulkhead back in place so it's easy to sell. And I wasn't, to be honest, very sure if that was a good idea or not. Now, from my point of view, if this was the car, if this car was used for what I designed it for, then this is extremely stupid, because this engine is way too heavy, way too much forward. I've designed the car with the engine very light engine right in the middle. So, and that's how I set up the suspensions, the chassis and everything, and that's the way it works brilliantly. Honestly, this car was amazing with that engine inside there. It was very quick, awesome to drive, awesome to handle, great feedback from the tires and brakes and suspensions, all the chassis and everything. So, you know, now I just kind of feel like I ruined it if it would have to be used for what I designed it for. If you have to use it for fun, for drifting, some track days or whatever, just pure fun, not looking for the results, then this could be a great idea, or it could be a stupid idea. I don't even know what to think. I mean, some people find this awesome because you throw an old school diesel engine in a time attack chassis. Some people find this offensive. I just don't know what to think. I honestly don't. So my goal is to finish it off, make it work. I mean, you've seen the plenum, probably. No, actually, you haven't. Sorry, this is the first time I show you. I was supposed to make a dual chamber plenum, like equal flow plenum, which I had one before. But that means I have to make it shorter. So you see these runners here? There's a section when they are actually straight from here to there, this one. So you can remove probably like 2 inches roughly. So on the old one, that's what I did. I removed the 2 inches here, I welded it back in, so made them slightly shorter, and that left me enough room to put a second chamber here. It was dual flow plenum, equal flow plenum, and it was working great. This time, to be honest, I just don't have enough time to do this. So I've just, you know, blanked everything on the bottom, put this pipe here, integrated in, welded on very quickly. It took me about an hour and a half top, everything. And we got the boost. So again, intercooler, this is not one of the greatest ones. I mean, it will do the job for this engine, like good enough, but not great, you know. But again, I just want to see how this car performs, how it works. If I fell in love with it, which I doubt it, with this engine, then I may just make it everything better. We'll see. I'm not planning anything, to be honest, for now. Still needs to be quite a lot of work to be done to this car. I still need the windscreen, I still need the bonnet, the bumper, I got the lights, headlamps. You know, mechanically it's nearly there. I have to tidy up inside a little bit more, get the correct battery mounted where it should be, close the wiring loom, bring some wires to the dash there with a couple of gauges. That's all you need. And then I have to, this is what I have to do, this radiator, to be honest, this is the only vents out I had, and it was working brilliantly, believe it or not, because you're generating quite a lot of drag force when you're in speed, so that was enough. But let me take this off, if I can do it with one hand. I'll see if I can do it with one hand or not, but I'll try for you. So yeah, maybe not, maybe yes. You know what, just stay here for a sec. Down, come back to me. And yeah, this is my radiator, which is original from this car, and it was working great. Sweep bolt, suspensions, obviously I just stripped this off because I had to remove this, I had to put it in different position. But all that floor has to come off completely. All of this has to come off. Got the handbrake on, finally. Works. And the beauty is, yeah, honestly, I can install the engine, the diesel, in first gear just with one finger. I like it to be very, very sensitive. The thing is, if you see, because of that position, all right, is that, look what it does. When it goes back, it also goes down. It changes the ratio when you push it back, you see? Like, when it's here, the ratio is 100%. As much as you move it back, it goes back that much. But when it goes down, you see, instead of, in comparison to how much I'll move this lever, that moves shorter. So it generates about twice the force. So over here is very soft, very modular, and then the more you push it down, the more it grips. And it results that you can really lock the back tires with one finger. To be honest, if I fill it up with water, I may do a burnout today. Do you want to see the burnout? Of course you want to see it. But I don't know. To be honest, today I'm cold, as you can tell. I just don't want to be in a workshop today. I just want to stay home. I don't know. Just, you know, Homer Simpson mode. As usual. I got these moments sometimes. I love the work and all that stuff, but today is I just want to stay home. So I'm probably gonna do a little bit more, and then well, we're getting there slowly, not fast but slowly. Well, important is we're going forward, right? So I'll get the bumper on, the bash bar, whatever you want to call it. It's very light actually. This is made in T45, so extremely light and strong. That's good. I still haven't put any brackets for the oil cooler, so it's still moving, but you know, for now it's fine over there. Got the handbrake on. Put the light on, and as a nice return there, I put some grease on the WD-40 on the wheel spin, and it was fine. But it kind of like didn't return completely all the way back, also because obviously these two are quite heavier than the usual handbrake lever, and obviously the spring inside there, which is just a pressure, you know, I mean, it wasn't doing a good job enough to return in all of these back. So I just, you know, my typical quick solution, I'm gonna say, well, obviously gonna do something better later on, but I'm probably gonna leave it as it is. If it works, just leave it, you know. But it works great. The bolts for on the prop shaft done, but to be honest with you, the prop shaft is a little bit crap. I kind of adapted what I had around, you know, and it's not good. I have to be honest. It is there just because if it works, everything works fine. I'm just gonna make something good and you know, just refine everything. But to be honest with you, I'm not sure what's gonna happen with this car, because this engine is in this position and it is kind of engine in this area because back in the day I decided to sell it. She had no engine and it was difficult to sell it with the engine in the middle, because most races, not most, but majority of races, they don't permit to move the engine back. Not because you move the engine, but because you move the firewalls, like I said before. So I put the engine up front so it's easier to sell, and I had this engine lying around, so it's like, you know what, put it on. But I've done a quick job. Do I like it? I do not. Do I think it's crazy and mad and maybe working okay? Yeah, maybe. But I have to find out. If I have to sell it, I'll leave it as it is. If I have to keep it, then I may be surprised, but I don't think this engine will stay there. If I ever keep this car for myself, then, you know, I think I need a small engine, 4-cylinder, very light, and right in the middle where it was, right there. So I will have to bring the car in original shape when I build it initially. That's the only way I can keep it. Obviously, even if I keep it now, I just make a decision, I'm gonna leave it with this engine because I got too much work to do. There's no chance I can find the time to build this car again. Oh, not now. So, you know, it will be what it will be. So far, for now, I'm making no decisions, I'm making no plans. I just want to finish everything. Right, people, I think Silvia is back. It's been years now, about 7-8 years. I can't remember even how much, but he's back. Yeah, we smoke the place again. What do you reckon, Mr. Robertson? She's back. She's back. Yeah. Kind of like this engine. Slicks, yeah, there you go. Ooh, it's sticky. quiet as it's quite late and we're gonna have some complaints, I'm pretty sure. Oh well, we've done it again. But to be honest, this burnout was very worth it. Well, I think we woke up the Sylvia from long sleep in a very good way. Go, she's awake, she's working again after so many years, so now we'll see what we have to do with it.